But first, we have some breaking news to report. A Los Angeles jury has found the former movie producer Harvey Weinstein guilty in his rape and sexual assault trial. Prosecutors say Weinstein used his power in Hollywood to both lure women and assault them. The 70-year-old could face more than 60 years in prison. He's already serving a 23-year sentence in New York for similar charges. He has denied the allegations against him. For more on this, I'm joined by Rachel Fiset. She is co-founder and managing partner of the law firm ZFZ LLP. So, Rachel, what surprised you or didn't in this verdict?
I think the jury really took their time and they went through each allegation really very thoroughly, as there is not a unanimous verdict on 3 of the women's accounts, and he was only found guilty of 1 of the women's accounts. There were 3 charges associated with Jane Doe that he was found guilty of, but the other 3 women, all of them were hung, and the hung amounts are not the same. One is 8-4, one is 10-2. So I think they were really back in the jury room looking through each and every detail and discussing each and every count that Harvey Weinstein was charged with here.
And what's the next stage? What's the timeline on being sentenced now that the verdict is in?
The next stage is actually tomorrow. They have to come back and decide whether there's some aggravating factors that might raise the sentencing range as it relates to the 3 charges of which he was found guilty.
And what does that mean, aggregating factors?
I think that there is some allegations as it relates to force, power. Aggravating factors are really just sentence enhancements. And here he is now facing 18 to 24 years based on the verdict that just came in.
And Rachel, how does this differ from the previous case in New York? And now what happens? Weinstein's already serving 23 years. So does this get tacked on? How does that math get worked out?
So 18 years, 24 years, 60 years. At this point, he still has to serve his time in New York. So he's got to finish that 23-year sentence if it's not appealed. And then once he finishes out in New York serving his sentence there, they will move him to a prison facility in California. So really what he has at this point is a life sentence. And everything else just kind of is gravy as compared to that. But New York came first in time, so he's got to serve that sentence first.
Okay, more years upon years. Rachel Fiset, thanks for helping us sort through this. We appreciate it.